Welcome back to the shiny only run in Pokemon Omega Ruby. And I can't really say the other line. I was about to say it's been a while, but I've been actually up to date with streams. Not much really happened since the last one. Just continue our horde hunt with Spiel, which we can't even really do anything with because it's gonna just go straight to the box. Now, like I said last time, if we don't get Spiel today, we're probably gonna move to an easier target and then push on from there. So, hopefully we get Spiel today so we can actually have this little guy, and without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, not really too much to say other than just sit back and watch the mons roll on the screen. And of course my dog immediately opens my door. You literally just try to reopen it. Yeah, as of right now, I don't really know what to say, so I'm just gonna be sitting back as well. sure. Yeah, a lot of quiet chat today. The microphone is working, so it's not like you guys just aren't hearing me. And I do not know why I'm tired right now. it up a little bit. Yeah, still some pretty dead chats right now. Oh, I just realized I used the wrong mon from that. You can't fly in this cave. How's it going, Joshua? We're on the YouTube side. Yay, someone to talk to. I've been in dead silence the past 20 minutes. Hey! And Joshua brings the luck. There's our shiny spiel! Okay, now you got to truly play the game. Yeah, that's one of the sad things about being a small content creator. You usually don't get a lot of viewers. But hey, you brought the shiny luck! And I will admit, I've been getting pretty lucky today, considering I also got lucky in a gacha game earlier. We can actually play the game! And this thing is immediately gonna get boxed. Also, we won the coin flip again. No Zubats. And there we go. One left. And it's our pink rotund boy. Or I guess girl in this case. Yeah, it's a girl. And we actually have a nest ball that I can use in this thing. Because it's under level 30. There we go. And that thing is going straight to the box for now. Maybe I'll bring it out in the Delta episode, but we'll see. Okay, I did not know this thing was called the clap Pokemon. I thought that this was like the ball Pokemon or something. Alright, you got any nickname ideas for it since you brought the shiny luck? Still gotta name it. And of course, YouTube's stream delay is showing. What? Oh, that's just translated blub. For some reason, it auto-translated to blue. But yeah, I think blub is a cute name. I got a little name for it. I kind of like blub. It's a cute little name for it. Got a little blub. I don't know why that auto-translated to blue. Okay, let's see. Will it just be 999 or... Oh, I actually have a number for how many it took. 941. It took 941 spiel to find our target. I've been in the cave for so long. Kind of shocked that we got under 1,000 encounters, honestly. Evergrande City. Now here's the funny thing. We still are going to be playing the game like it's normal. But once we get to the Pokemon League, we're going to have to backtrack a little bit and just start grinding. Because I want to make sure I have a party of full evolved Mons for that final bit. Here it is. I have the ability Thick Fat, that's kind of good for it. Rollout, Encore, Ice Ball, and Brine. This thing is, its whole thing is just staying on the field and building up damage over time, I think. And was that Lex, I think? No, Lonely. Okay, let's get Varka back on the team. And KFC. Looking at the team, I'm pretty sure that my Vibrava is going to evolve when we're going through here. I'm going to keep Reshiram in the front though for now. Actually get to display its power. It would be good for Drake, but I have a Flygon and a Reshiram. Like, I see what you're saying. Like, it's a good mon, I'll give it that. That's one thing I might use in the Delta episode, because, like, it could be used against, like, things like Rayquaza, which I'm not allowed to catch because it's shiny locked. Okay, Dark lied to me. Yeah, you do need Surf to get through here. Okay, for now, Blow will be on the party, but it probably won't stay because of the level. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna... Where's my phone? I'm gonna double check to see what the level is for Blub to reach Walrein. Because as you see, it's level 17. This thing will take a while. Okay, let's see what level it is. Level 44. Okay, so the same level as my Vibrava, which is... I mean, I guess it's not too far off. We probably could make this an actual, like, official switch. No, yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it on the team. Trying to find the ball. That is not it. I cannot see that. I don't know why they make it so tiny. There we go. Yeah, I know. Like, it's a good mod if you can get, like, Blizzard on it. So, yeah, it'll be on the team for now. We now got Blub. And Blub can learn Surf, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Do Encore for now. The only thing is, if I want to have... If I want to have, Blizzard, I'm gonna need Hail for it. Yo, we're not gonna worry too much about building this spiel for right now. Because we obviously still have to make it through Victory Road. Actually, do I have, anything to give it, like, an item? I forgot if I picked up the lucky egg game points. No, but I picked up the Eviolite. Where's Blizzard then? You think you found it? Wait, did my Gyarados have strength? I had strength, my Gyarados. Okay, who's learning strength? I think he might be able to make use of it. Yeah, you should be able to make use of it. Make sure I run into every trainer to get some EXP. The XP share is going to be carrying its weight in this part. It's hard to explain. Trying to think of a way they could put it into simpler terms. And that lived. Okay, and you... Why did you use Gravity? It's the only one affected by it. What's this plan to use, like, Psychic Terrain, which I don't know why it would. Oh, is it one of those things that changes daily or something? Oh. It's a fucking run physical attack. Fucking moves that. Go, bastard! Yeah, that's gonna be an annoying thing to deal with if it's not there. Because I'm not changing around any internal clocks to get this to work properly. Of course it crit. Why would it not crit? Why? It just had to crit. I was putting in my Vibrava because I thought I could take out this Rhyperior with an Earthquake. I need him alive for the EXP. What the heck? Why does this thing keep critting? For 30k? Oh, that is a steep price. Okay, what is with this Rhyperior? I swear, if this crits. Made in China hit level 30. I now have to go back to heal because the Rhyperior decided to crit multiple times in a row. I think I know exactly where that TM is. I'll grab it after we make our way through Victory Road. So, what have you been up to today, Joshua? Like, for me, I had a long day at work, which is why I seem pretty tired right now. Also, I do not remember the way through here, so my best bet is just run to every trainer I see, because usually they form a path. Went through the I cannot speak. The ZA DLC? Nice. Also known as shinies are free here. Bro. How is my Reshiram slower than a Frostlass? That is lower level than it. Ratha, you out-level it and you are a legendary. How are you slower? Oh, nice. You're making your way through it. Yeah, the biggest thing I can say for Meowstic is always try and break through that shield as fast as possible. And I'm pretty sure it does have type advantage. It's kind of like how, it worked in the anime, kind of, I'm pretty sure. Like, when Ashley saw Lugia use X-Scissor on Trick Room and it broke through. I'm pretty sure that's the best way to put it for how you gotta get through there. Also, am I the only one who doesn't remember Ash's Hawlucha not knowing X-Scissor before that fight? Have you not fought Mega Meowstic yet? It puts up a giant shield when it's charging it with big attack. Like, I'm talking about in, yeah, that fight. Hawlucha's X-Scissor broke through a Trick Room wall. Which, before that moment, I do not remember that Hawlucha ever having that move. Yeah, like, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, when did it know that move? Because I had never seen it used it before or after that moment. Yeah, and the funny thing was, it wouldn't have been very effective against Spritzy in general. It survived that. Can you enlighten me on what you mean by that? Because when you say that, it makes me worry that you mean you're so mad you want to knock yourself out. Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Took a moment for me to click you were playing ZA. Pushes like use Trick or Treats with Trevenants, then like Belly Drum or something like that to get max physical attack, and then Rage Fist, and it one taps them. Oh, Gourgeist, yeah, that works too. I remember Trevenant knowing it. That was my dog. That's why I went for Dragon Breath that turn. Yeah, when I put through the game, I use a Latios to set up both screens, and then I can bring my Ceruledge, which can just Bitter Blade. And Sword Stance. Master hit level 44. I think they're about to evolve. Or is it 45? It was 45. Yeah, this dog is more of a curse than a blessing. Because I'm not joking when I say this, he's an idiot. Get out of the toilet! Like I said, dog isn't an idiot. Well, well, I'm sorry for your loss on that. One thing I always forget is if I can get the Gladite before I, challenge the Elite Four, or if I have to, like, just beat Wally. Because I know where it is. But I don't know if I can access it until later. And the dog's running off again. Shiny Hunting Houndoom? Okay, I don't know if that was just a coincidence or if you timed that perfectly. Yeah, I remember when my first dog passed, I caught a, Lycanroc to name after him. And you even catch it every now and then when I use canine-based Pokemon in games. I'll usually name him Trooper for that reason. Yeah, I might want to stop at that mall after this as well, just to get more, like, better moves for my mons, because, like, Barka has no, like, physical attack that could work for stab on fighting. Pretty sure there could be better moves than, yeah, in Reshiram. Oh, wait, who's in my second slot? You know, I can never figure out how to spawn Dusk form in Scarlet and Violet. I would have hunted it if I knew how. Yeah, I need a better fighting move on my Blaziken as well. Oh, no more speed boost. Something like close combat would be a good move. takes a very long time to get him on. Oh, looks like Made in China's evolving. We got a shiny Lairon. And that's why I'm battling every trainer. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a team I can grab if we go down. Or, nope, never mind. This is very painful without Flash. This is gonna be annoying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that Twitch is quiet today as well. Like, there's one lurker on the Twitch side I can see from the viewer count, but even so. Slam. Okay, Darmanitan. You're still in your first stage. You have Psycho Cut. Yeah, I'm also kind of surprised that, like, Frogs hasn't showed up. Okay, that's gonna hurt. Bruh. And I'm nowhere near a Pokemon Center! I can't run faster because they're about to evolve. It also means now I gotta backtrack all the way to the start of this area just so I can get my Gallade back. Yeah, potions don't work on a fainted Mon. Okay, perfect timing on that. And here's our next evolution. Now Bastard's evolving. Oh, wrong button. Now Bastard is a Flygon. There's Dragon Claw. I'll have to double check on revival orbs, but I don't think I do. Oh, that works. Also, I know who I'm gonna use this on. Kingdra. Oh, what a good turn for the Kingdra. Pretty sure we're getting close to the end. Watching Demon Slayer at the same time. Yeah, in terms of anime, I'm currently watching through One Piece. Like, I recently passed the 200 episode mark. Considering I'm doing very mediocre damage right now, I'm gonna have to work on training in general. Sounds very odd without that little extra bit to it. Pretty sure this is the end. Yep. Okay. We'll put KFC in the lead, and once we restore him to full HP, so we can use Brave Bird a few times. I did see that TM up there, but I don't have Waterfall. And the sudden music change. Actually, one of the few good fights in the Pokemon series. Oh, that is not a good lead for me. Do the level gap though, which will help me out a little. Going straight into Mega. Start building up some speed boosts and bulk up. Actually, don't want to get hit by Moonblast, so I'm gonna immediately Brave Bird this thing. Yeah, get that thing off the field. Oh, that is a really good move. Yeah, let me just read the description. The user attacks is targeted with... Okay, it doesn't really give much detail, but this move can hit monsters that are flying. Like, if a mon uses fly, this move can still hit it. It's a lot stronger than double kick. Might have been a little bit of a power boost we needed. Magneton. No, that's just what Mega Blaziken does. When it Mega Evolves, it gains speed boost. The only downside is that I no longer break through sturdy. This paralyzes me. Good. Yeah, did you not know that? Every time a Blaziken Mega Evolves, it gains speed boost. Zoya. Safeguard is gone, so it can be hit by statuses again. Well, I'm not gonna need to worry about that because my Blaziken is sweeping. And I missed. And now I'm put to sleep. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, fire type. I'm neutral to it. Come on, Blaze, gonna wake up! I don't want this to be a cinematic finish and you knock yourself out. Because I'm gonna use Brave Bird on the last thing. There we go. Okay, Mega Charizard Y gets, Droughts, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it gets Drought. And, Mega Venusaur, I'm pretty sure it gets Thick Fats. If you're talking about normal Venusaur, it can have Overgrow or Chlorophyll. Which is why I use both of them on a Sun team that I have in Champions. Alright, Casey, finish this thing off! Okay, it wasn't a cinematic finish. I was worried that Blaziken was gonna knock himself out in that last one. Man, this would have been useful like 8 gyms ago when I had a male Ralts. Here we are. The Pokemon League, which we cannot go into just yet because we need to train. Because one of the little rules I gave myself is I'm not allowed to use a Mon that is not fully evolved. Pick up a Mewtwo here. Which I can't even use because I'm pretty sure you cannot get Mewtwo in this. I swear this dog is driving me up a wall. Time to go grab Blizzard. Probably a few other moves as well. You said it was Lily Cove, yeah. Pretty sure you can pull for a raffle ticket right here. It should be the 3rd floor. Probably this floor. Looks like the team's behind him. Fireball. There it is. Blizzard. This would be a good move to have. Can really use some battle items as well. Yep, we picked up Blizzard. We also grab Protect because as a Champions player who has made it to Master Rank, yeah, it's good to have Protect on some mons. Just gonna get rid of Rollout. It's best to have at least one move that's still perfect accuracy for the type that I have for Stab. Compared to the 7% Blizzard. Yeah, to see where their Laron already knows Protects. No, I need to get some better held items. Do the soft sand. I can give that to Flygon. Now, I do know that there is one Megastone I'm going to want to pick up near Slightports. Yeah, I know it does. It gives Blizzard perfect accuracy. And sadly, we did not get the correct ability for it to be extremely good on Wall Rain, which would be like, I'm pretty sure it's like Ice Seal or something, I think it's called. Which would make it then have basically the leftovers on top of everything else. Where is it? I know it's somewhere on this road. Okay, apparently I missed these trainers. I thought I already battled them. Okay, I do not need that view. The only downside to Hail, though, is that it'll literally hurt everyone else on the team. That's what I think. This is a thing I cannot confirm yet, but I think it's either possible now or during the Delta episode that we can get Galadites in another location on the map. Try to spot it on the way down here. Yeah, right there is a Mega Stone that I can use. Wait, what? Okay, it's not the Mega Stone I can use. I could have sworn that was supposed to be Aggronite. You know, I gotta double check my things, because I could have sworn Manetrike was in Meteor Falls. Like, what? It's in Rusturf Tunnel. Like, I could have sworn it was here on Cycling Road. But I was wrong. Right, did any of these guys know Rock Smash? No, that was on my wagon. Yeah, I don't know why, but I remember Aggronite being on Cycling Road. Then also, what Mega Stone is in Meteor Falls then? Because I thought it was Manetrike there. Is it like Salmon Site or something? I know there's a Mega Stone, like if you like take the right path downward when doing that one spot for the Delta episode. Which I will be doing in this, and will have its own shiny I have to find. What happened? Okay, I got a repeat ball. That was a bit random. I have never seen that guy outside of this tunnel. You're a Dactylite. There it is, Aggronite. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I can also get... If I go to this house... Wrong house. Now here's where I gotta see if it's true or not. Because I know you can get Gardevoir right here, and I'm pretty sure Galladite's here as well. It's a Gardevoir, right? Give the other one to Wally. Okay, I cannot get Gallade before the Elite Four. It would have been from there, but I'm pretty sure you gotta beat the champion first. Now comes the tricky part. Trying to find ways to get EXP. I suppose I could try and battle all the trainers on this route. Or routes. Yeah, now I just gotta find a bunch of ways to get EXP. Because we gotta get Spiel to level 44. Luckily that is kind of coming up. I'm pretty sure Made in China is gonna evolve around the same level. Yeah, maybe you know a better way to grind EXP, let me know. Like, I don't know if there's a spot where I can, like, horde hunt, like, Ogno or something. I swear, if you bark again, I'm gonna close the door on you. There is, but it's post-game. And you don't get EXP in the fights. I'm pretty sure. I'm not teaching you Dragon Rush. I've had a lot of bad experience with that move. Actually, there is a whole thing of like rematching trainers I could do. Probably would also get me a lot of money in the process. It's a trader for accuracy with damage. I think I might stick with just accuracy because I don't want to worry about missing. Ooh, actually, rest is really good on a Pokémon. also teach him Snore. No, we don't need that actually. Probably give him something like a Chesto Berry to wake him up. Or a Lumberry. Yeah, I'm probably gonna like buy a bunch of Chesto Berries at a shop. I'm pretty sure there's one where I can do that, and I can use that to my advantage to get like a free full restore kind of. So like if I'm paralyzed and low HP, I can use rest and get back up to full, and then get immediately rid of the status. And then yeah, just wake up right out the gates. Yeah, after all this, I could probably do like the rematch feature in Battlefield these guys again. Yeah, but first we're gonna be pushing through the whole route, which actually works out in this case because we're gonna be unlocking the fast travel to Sky Pillar that way. So we're kind of hitting two birds with one stone in that case. So I'm not gonna be battling wild mons because that just takes. Like, it doesn't give as much EXP. How did I get the Reshiram? Okay, like, it's a bit of a long story in the technical sense. Like, basically, Reshiram was a pity shiny, if you want to put it that sense. Because Groudon is shiny locked, we decided to give a free shiny legend in its place. And we decided on Reshiram, as of how to encounter it, you have to have one level 100 mon in your party. And then when on the Eon Flute, you can fly to the location where you find it. And for that, we just made a mon that I was using early in the run as just a dead mon in the party for encounter boost. I just rose up to a level 100 and left it dead. So yeah, the Reshiram is a pity shiny. But it's still technically encountered. Like, I didn't cheat it in. All I did was do a few things and still physically encountered it. Of course. At least Bastard is already evolved. Okay, good tank. Up, and Spiel's evolving. Now blood becomes a Celio. Swagger. I'm not gonna do that. Blub is now a bigger blub. And now I just gotta get them both up to 44. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, literally the only thing I did that like was modifying in some sense, other than encounter rates for the restaurant as pity factor, was making this random Magnemite level 100. Just so I can get the restaurant to actually be encounterable. Well, yeah, my reason was just, it was like, I am not joking when I said I was spending like I'm pretty sure we spent like almost an hour trying to unlock that shiny factor on Groudon. And I could not get it to work. I tried purposely boosting the rates of the seed that would break the lock. I tried adding in mods to make it possible. I tried literally everything. I was even debating just PK hexing the Groudon I caught initially into a shiny. Like, I tried literally every method I could, and I just gave up and decided, you know, we're just gonna make a different Mana shiny and call it a day. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if you look back, like, I think it's like 3 of these streams ago, you will see just a massive section of just a black screen and me and Dark just trying to figure out how to get it to work. Okay, Zumaro is a fairy type. Okay, you have Steel. Also, I'm going to probably do a few item hunts. I thought that would do more. Hey, Joshua, you mind looking up what Mons can naturally hold a leftovers in this? That I could possibly get through DexNav? I literally said earlier this is a fairy type. I just tried to use a dragon type move on it. It's like the one mon I know, but I have no idea where Snorlax or Munchlax are. Follow-up question, where are they? How's it going, Cherry Pie? Hope I said that right. Oh. Your secondary account drawer. Yeah, you doing well? Can't seem to find out where Munchlax and Snorlax are. Yeah, the funny thing was I knew that Munchlax and Snorlax are like mons that can naturally hold leftovers. I just didn't know where they were, so I was seeing if there was other options. Before I had to look up where on Earth those mons are. And it might be best actually trying to get Munchlax, because it's probably a bit easier to catch and encounter. Let's see. Okay, only accessible through trade. So that's not gonna work. Snorlax is available. Let's see. Nope, only through trade. Yep, we cannot naturally get it. Meaning, yeah, it's impossible to get those mons. I mean, there probably has to be some other way to get leftovers. Oh, nice. Yeah, right now we're just trying to grind up our members so we have a full evolved team for the Elite Four. Because I feel like it'd be a bit wrong to have mons that are not fully evolved in that. Next route, and that also gets us to Wait, why does it already tell us that Sky Pillar's over there? That's supposed to be a hidden location. Gonna beat the game, then go to Slateport. Okay, so yeah, we're not getting leftovers, so Walrein, you're not getting any true bulk. Gyarados. We have no electricity. We have rocks though. Nice dodge. So, a ferry to go to Lily Cove also gives leftovers? Oh, you're saying at the same time. Okay. For me, my favorite is Victini, which sadly is one of the few Pokemon that is still shiny locked completely. That's a double battle, I think. But multiple. And if we're going off of that, then it would be Victini, Ceruledge, and Litten. If we're going off the top three. Okay, Bastard hit level 50. And Made in China is right now at level 38. It's getting there. Okay, Vark is at 48. Another move I would really like to get my hands on would be Close Combat for my Glade. I have to find out where that is. And I'm pretty sure that's King Sky. Yep, King Sky Knight. We're getting there slowly. Yeah, now currents start becoming an issue. Also, I do not have Dive, or a Wailord, or a Relicanth, so we're not going for Regigigas. Let's see why am I not using this move more. It's item boosted. He gave himself sand. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean 700? My channel spike without me knowing? No, it's still the same. It's still around 630. So you give me a mini heart attack there. How'd I jump to like that many? Oh, that's gonna hurt. What are you talking about? I'm not that high up. I'm in the 600s. Not the 700s. What's that face that he's making? Oh. My back! It just looks like he's in pain almost, kind of. He stubbed his toe. Bruh. That trainer didn't even battle me. Okay, the team for Psych Up. Anyway, that much commentary right now. Anything you guys want to talk about? Yeah, YouTube is not that friendly. I will say that much from experience of the algorithm for a few years now. That's partially also why I'm working on Twitch as well. Trying to grow that side up. Currently it's at 19 followers, but you only need 25 to get monetized, at least on that tick. Other than that, you just need more, like, concurrent viewers. Actually, no, you don't even need that many for that either. It's a lot easier to get monetized on Twitch. You guys need some, like, basic, stream stuff. Like, you need, I think, 4 concurrent viewers over a course of a few streams. 25 followers. You need to have had at least 3 streams within the past, like, month, like YouTube. And there's one more thing that I'm blanking on at the current moment. What exactly do you mean by that? Like, I've had to choose between them? Like, what am I choosing between them? There it is, Iron Defense. I'm just gonna get rid of Protect for now, because now I have Strength. I don't exactly know what you want me to choose out the two games. Like, am I choosing like the Mons, the games themselves? Am I choosing to take something from one of the games? Like, what are you asking exactly? Okay, now we're back in Slateport. Actually, I never really tried it. Can you surfing? Oh, dang, actually, now I think about it, that's actually a tough choice. In my opinion, those are the top two generations. With Unova being third. I don't actually know between that. They're both, like, really good. Both of them have a lot of solid mons that are, like, in my higher ranks. Like, a lot of my favorites are up there. My favorite Pseudos in there of Garchomp. My favorite water starters there of Swamperts. Favorite Legendary Trio and Duo are actually there as well. Like the Weather Trio and the Eon Duo. I also know that Drawer would kill me if I said no to Sinnoh. Okay, that covers that section of the map. Down there's going to be too low level, I think. Try battling wild mons in Victory Road. Actually, pretty sure the mons from Soaring are really high level. If you find them among the broken sky like that. Pretty sure these guys are high level. That is not really promising. Oh, level 40 actually, yeah, never mind. That is not a lot of EXP actually. Let's see if we can find an evolved mon. Would you count Arceus in that? Oh yeah, true, that's Ancient Sinnoh. I'm not seeing Celia's Island. Okay, here's an evolved Mon. Let's see how much XP this gives. Don't know if it's a really reliable method. Mirage Cave. Let's see what's in here. Okay, Carbos. Sound like Clink. Excadrill. It's a full evolved Mon. Decent level. Do not need Protect. What you need is close combat. Onyx. Sturdy monsters were never fun to deal with. It's not the best, I will say that. I used a Mega Pyro for a little bit. It is not as strong as you put it out to be. Especially considering there are other Mega Evolutions that are way better for the Fire type. Take from the guy that has their name meaning Eternal Fire, basically. So call me crazy, but I have a small idea that might work out. Rematching trainers. If I go back to the beginning area, I can rematch some of the trainers there, and after like 2 or 3 battles, they start to spike. This means I don't need to keep Flygon in the lead. I can actually put Made in China in the front. Yeah, it's a shiny that I do like as well, because it's one of the few shinies that actually changes with its Mega. Like, I know Gardevoir does it as well, which is one of the reasons why it's my favorite shiny. All 3 of those. Also, we just do the rebattles for all of them. Give me a moment real quick, though. And I'm back. So yeah, I think we would just like go through our journey like backwards in some sense again. And just rematch all the trainers we fought in the past. We'll probably start getting enough experience that way. And a lot of money for like revives and such for the Elite Four. And as you can see, they are already evolved. Just trading flinches. That's 4 times super effective. Blub. And I missed. And they missed. There it is. Are you gonna start going quiet? Alright. We're gonna be doing a lot of grinding. Bro. Just flew us to the end of the route. These are probably useful down the line. Made in China hit level 40. KFC hit 60. So they caught a few new Mons. Yet they have the exact same amount of Mons in their party. They've also worked on their team a bit. That's now Ludicolo, so a lot of EXP. And it's a higher level than mine, okay. Let's get Bastard in here quick. Yeah, that would have hurt if I switched, or didn't switch. Oh, hail, okay. We can take that. Get rid of a Roar Beam. So now we have perfect Blizzard accuracy. Shift Tree. Just leave him in. You know, what would be funny if I ran into like a random shiny when doing all this? Even funnier if it ended up being an Electrike, because I just got Manetrike by accident. And they still only have 2 Mons. Of course it does.
No chance like a rematch here. How is it so close to the screen there? That's gonna do nothing. So He-Chan would be down there now. Pretty sure. This is part of the reason why I like this line. They just refuse to die. Like, they take, like, physical hits, like, forever. Like, they just refuse to fall. Bruh, wish is gonna work now. It's gonna turn into a water type. Oh, nice! I'm assuming you mean of like Funko Pop or something? Okay, this thing just assisted me. I'm dumb. I selected the wrong ice type move. Huh. I'll look into that. Like I said earlier, like Ceruledge isn't like my top 3, so I wouldn't mind getting myself one of those. Okay, what is this thing doing? Blizzard still lands. Okay, this thing just shuffled through all the weather forms. Oh, nice! Now I gotta look into this. Like, are they like official action figures, or are they like toys? That's something I'm kind of wondering now. Because they're like action figures, they're usually like higher quality than like a toy that's meant to, like, you know, be even more flexible, but cheaper material. Yeah, boy. Champions PTSD is kicking in. Because of the amount of times that I worry when I see a Milo tick. And once again, I have no way to counter it. Legends a figure. I'll look into that real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Probably that thing about it, I guess. It's like a kickstand thing that like kind of holds up from the back end. Which I feel like it's probably needed with that guy. Or maybe you mean these things? Are they like posing or are they just like standing up flat? I think that's the guy I was looking for. Yep. Okay, he has 2 mons now. So poseable, not like in a set pose. Bruh. At least this is why I taught him rest. There we go. Oh, but the berry, this would be even better. Bruh. You have to make sure it's raining. Oh, nice. You got a handful of good figures. Made in China hit level 42. Maybe added a pincer to their roster. Oh, there we go. Made in China's evolving. We got Aggron. Which also means now Made in China now can use their Mega Stone. I bet you not seen this one in Oras yet, so. And I'm not gonna see it on this fight because I don't think this is a horde battle. Yeah, I'm not doing this on a horde battle. Actually, I think I have Earthquake still, so maybe. You? Yeah, you still have Earthquake. Here we go. Mega Aggron! And now I have a familiar background because I'm used to seeing this in Champions. Yeah, I use that guy all the time in Champions, so I'm used to seeing that. All that's left now is Blub. And pretty sure they're only in a few levels. Honestly, at the current rate, they could just evolve in the Elite Four. But we'll see what happens in the next year. I'm gonna like try and push the next bits. Like maybe like one more route and see what level there are like at that point. And if they're close to evolution, I'll go in. But that'll probably be next time. Like, I'll save the, like, champion fight and, like, part of the Delta episode for the next part. Wait, I wonder, can I make these... One second, I'm gonna look at something. Nope, there's no way to make them mega evolved in the overlay. That would've been kinda cool if I could, though. Okay, Blub hit level 40. Pretty sure they have like 3 to 4 more levels until they evolve. If I got lucky, I can guarantee it would evolve, but... Doubt it. Why Azumarill insists on being everywhere in this flippin' ocean? Master's actually getting a lot of levels right now, I'm realizing. It's almost caught up to Blaziken. Just because I'm keeping in the front because it's a good attacker. Especially against water types. Yeah, it's closing in on him. Another one. That's where all these people are just using Gold Ducks and Azumarill, and some use Whalmer. And an occasional Sharpedo. Yeah, 4 water types. In a region that has been a joke for having too much water. I know why this thing is here. don't know why it set up rain. Yeah, I'd say there's a pretty decent chance that Blub evolves while I'm pushing through the Elite Four. Because my team's probably gonna get at least like 3 levels on each of them throughout the fights. Especially since I'm probably gonna be using Blub in that final fight against the Dragon type one. Can make my team match the order. There we go. Now they all line up. Hey, we should probably grab our items and stuff now before I forget and just run straight in. Alright, yep, we got a bunch of money now. We buy a handful of revives. Let's say 50 would suffice. And a handful of 4 stores. We have 14. And a few ethers if I can. So shop you can sell those. It does not. Well, that's why I grabbed those lava berries earlier, at least. Let's grab a few hyper potions. Okay, now we got our items for battle. Double check, I should have a handful of lepa berries. I do. Oh, I never got a lumberry for chestoberry. I need to find that real quick, otherwise rest is not going to work out well. There's like a berry farm one route. Don't think this was it. I don't remember what it was. I remember there was like one spot that had a bunch of berries. Berry Master's house. Is this them? Pomac berry. No Melberry. I don't know. I think it might be right up here. Yep, this looks familiar. I think this might be it. Yep, here we go. Some of these birds I don't even need, so I'll just replant them. Don't have the watering can, so they gotta stay dry. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna probably like wrap up after I like replant all these, and by the time the next stream rolls around, all these should be regrown. Actually, are any even the berries I need? Just gonna run through them all real quick. Oh, hello. Why is the ice type in the berry fields? Are these just all the, like, you know, type weakening berries? Yeah, these all look like the type weakening ones. I recognize that. That's the dragon type one. Next to it's the ghost type one, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these are just the type weakening berries. None of them are really useful. I do not know where I'm gonna get that berry then. Looks like there's a shop somewhere I can buy a bunch of chesto berries. Let me look real quick, because if I can get my hands on a few of them, that'll be useful. Chesto berry. Cost. Please tell me I don't, Okay, there's some routes I can pick it on. Okay. 103 is one of them. Oh, okay, so on this route's figured. The battlefield trainers. I'm trying to get to an area where I can find these berries, and that's probably where we're gonna wrap up. So I can just get them in and then try and get a few more by planting them. Then use the time skip of me, like, you know, one screen to the next to grow them. So I hope that works. They are up there. I can see the edge of it. And I don't have cuts. Okay, where else? We're at 104 and 116. It's probably by the shop, if I had to guess. Looks like some of the trainers are ready for a rematch as well. Is that? It doesn't look like Chestoberry. That's Pitcha. Seriously, where is the Petraberry? Cherry berry. There's the Whalmer Pail for me to water plants. So I have to actually find out where one is. Oh, echoed voice. Good move. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to go to that one route with my Linoon. Notice that Linoon is holding an Ultra Ball. Let's save the game just so I don't lose progress. Doing some final minute prep before we move on to the Elite Four.
There we go. Chesto berries. There's 4 here. And some more lepa berries. Which I will gladly take. So I'm back over to where Rustboro was because there was a handful of spots I can like plant berries at. Well, there's a few spots over here too. Still trying to get used to this bike speed. Because normally I use the other one. Now I shouldn't need too many of these. So I'm gonna plant 1 Chesto and 2 Lepas. Like in total I really only need like 5 Chesto berries. Because the game doesn't want to give us ethers, so Lepa Berry is the second option. So I'm going to save the game here. So I'm right next to it and remember. Alright guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're over on the YouTube side, and to follow us if you're over on Twitch.